Yo chat, the Black Ops 7 is finally here. It's finally here, and your boy's gonna hook you guys up with the best settings, the best controller settings, the best graphic settings. I got you covered on everything, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. To start off with the display mode, you want to have this on full screen exclusive. I'm streaming, so I have it on full screen borderless, so I can move from screen to screen easily without any issues. Make sure this is set to your main GPU. Scrolling on down, make sure you have the NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on plus boost. Make sure you have VSync off and your custom frame rate on unlimited. The render menu, you want to have that on maximal. Scrolling down, make sure you have HDR turned off. Next, we're going to go over to quality. Now, I was just doing some edits, so that is a little bit higher than it should be. But besides that, you want to have this on 100. So the resolution will be whatever the resolution of your monitor is. So if it's 1440p, it'll still say 100, but it'll be 1440p resolution. Make sure you have your upscaling and sharpening on fidelity cast. I have the strength on 100. Make sure you have the VRAM scale. I have a 4090, so I have this boosted up to 90. But if I didn't, I would keep it on 70 because 70 is pretty much the best one where you don't have any like hitches or anything. You don't have any screen tears. It's pretty safe for any GPU. So throw that on. Next, we're moving over to the variable rate shading. You want to have that turned on. It just gives you an extra boost to the FPS without hurting the graphics too much. Scrolling on down here, the texture resolution normal, anisotropic on low. Most of these are going to be on off or very low. You want to have the on-demand texture streaming on minimal, and most of these, like I said, are going to be on off or very low at the lowest one it can go. Next, move over to view. Make sure you have the motion reduction preset off and the arachnophobia mode off. I play on 118 FOV. Make sure it's on affected, and your weapon field of view should be wide so the gun looks narrow. I know that doesn't make too much sense, but it makes it, I guess, to them. Make sure you have motion blur turned off. The camera movement, both of those, you want to have that on 50%, which is the lowest. Next, we're going to move over to audio. Make sure you have your game volume turned up to the max. Want to have the gameplay music and the cinematic music off, the dialogue volume on 60. The effects, we can keep that on 100. The audio mix, we have two choices here. You can use the Treyarch mix, which is pretty good, or you can go ahead and try Sucker Punch. I like Sucker Punch too. It really you really could go either way, but those two are the best to me. And going on down here, make sure you have the reduce tinnitus sound on so we don't blow our freaking eardrums. But that should do it for the audio. Next, we're going to move over to the interface. Make sure you have the skip tutorial or skip introduction on. I have tutorials and tooltips on just because it's a new game and I want to know like everything, and I don't want to, you know, have to figure out everything just by playing, so it just helps us out. Make sure you have the telemetry. Make sure you have that on essential so you can see your FPS, the GPU temps, and it's nice to have a clock up there. And you can keep these two alert icons on just in case you have any hardware network issues. You can like see it and it'll let you know on the side. Moving over to readability, the main thing here is we want to go to the color customization, and I have on the color filter 2, and I have the world color intensity on 100 and the interface color intensity on 100. And for the enemy, I maxed out the brightness and the saturation so I can get the brightest red possible, so it definitely sticks out more than it would normally. And that'll do it for the readability. Next, moving over to the HUD, I have the radar turned on. It usually is off, and the crosshair lines I have on. The crosshair dot is on, and it's on the default scale. I did change the crosshair color. This is just kind of a personal preference thing. You don't have to do that, but it's something I personally like to do. And next we're going to move over and to probably everybody's favorite part, the controller settings. I right now am playing on 1.5. I really stay around like 1.4 to 1.5, but I kind of want to hire a little bit of a on the higher end sense for me right now. It's not really high, it's still relatively, you know, low, more like a 7.7 if you're used to the old senses. So that's it's a good starting point for now. I do not recommend playing on high sense. I know a lot of people like to play on high sense, but it's good, but it has its cons too. Make sure you have the controller vibration off. You don't want your controller shaking. And a very important thing, make sure you change your dead zone inputs. You want to have this as low as possible without having thumbstick drift. So if you can get it down to 1 or 0, that would be perfect. My controller is set at 4 right now because that's where that's as low as I can have it without getting the thumbstick drift. Now to get the max rotational aim assist, you want to have your left stick max on 70. You might think it doesn't make a difference, but it actually does make a big difference, and you will tell the difference when you're playing. That rotational aim assist is a pretty important thing for the game, and having that on 70 definitely gives you a boost over having it at 99. Moving over to the aiming, the sensitivity multiplier, I have mine on 0.90, and the focus one for when you're using like a sniper sight, I have that on 0.90 right now. The advanced aim settings, you want to have the ADS sensitivity transition timing set to instant. I'm running dynamic curve type, and the slope is on 90 right now. I usually go between 90 and 100, 90 and 1. Kind of go back and forth with it. But next, moving on, definitely make sure you have your target aim assist on. If you don't have that on, it should be on by default, but if you don't have it on, make sure you have that thing on. For the sprint assist, I have it on tack sprint assist. The sprint delay is on 0. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off. I do have corner slicing on because it does help you out in certain situations. That being able to corner slice gives you a little bit of a peeker's advantage, and that can help you win some gunfights. Rolling on down here, we got the wall jump assist off, the active roll assist off. If you like to slide and dive, make sure you have this on hybrid. Hybrid is probably the best one, but I'm not too great with the dive mechanic. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can never get the time right. Like I'm trying to slide and then I'm diving, and just like I can never get it right. So for me and for most beginning players, you want to have it on slide only, so you don't, you know, dive on accident. Sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint on. These are pretty much not relevant to multiplayer right now, and the slide active roll, have it on tap to slide. Moving on to combat, ADS, want to have that on hold, prioritize finishing move. Armor plates, like I said, this is multiplayer, so a lot of these aren't even, you know, relevant right now, but if we were playing Warzone, you want to have this on apply all and 1 by 1 if you was using C4s. The advanced aim, make sure you have your interact and reload on prioritize interact. Depleted ammo, you want to have that on. The weapon mount movement, want to have that on, excuse me. And going back here, that should be it for all of the settings for you guys. Hopefully you guys can use these settings and, you know, really tear up a lobby. Let me know in the comments if these settings did help you out. Make sure you drop a like, hit that sub button, and make sure you guys got on notifications, and if you can, make sure you hype up the video. That's a new feature on YouTube that will help your boy out, and that it is very much appreciated. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much, and GG.